Holidays abroad. Remember them? Before the pandemic, Gambia, West Africa was a go-to destination for Europeans in search of winter sun, sea and sex.
It's paradise. You could have a different man every night.
From one-night stands to whirlwind weddings, stories of older women hooking up with younger Gambian men have been making headlines.
We started dating after about 3 days.
But behind the tabloid stories, what's really going on?
It is being marketed as a place for easy sex.
Is it just a bit of harmless fun in the sun?
There's about 10 Gambian men to a woman.
They call it Granbia.
Or is it more complicated?
So your girlfriend gave you 60,000 euros?
Yeah, 60,000 euros.
Does the age, race and wealth gap always get in the way?
I'm a poor guy, you understand? I don't want to marry to a poor Gambian.
And is it ever possible to find true love? My name is Seyi Rhodes. I first went to the Gambia 15 years ago, and I still remember the shock of seeing so many older female tourists with much younger local boyfriends. Recently, the subject's been making headlines more often, but I never feel like I'm getting the full story. My search for answers starts today,
Hi.
Is this Michelle?
Yeah, Michelle.
where I'm meeting two women who regularly go to the Gambia on holiday.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. See, I've started with me flirting side already.
60-year-old P has been married once before and is now single.
Breakfast morning.
Come on, let's
And
get you
58-year-old Michelle has recently married a Gambian man.
Did you introduce Michelle to Gambia?
Michelle knew Gambia, didn't you?
She already
Michelle?
knew
Yeah,
Gambia?
she knew Gambia.
Okay.
When I met her, yeah.
So you bonded over shared experience then?
Yes.
How long have you been going out there for?
2 years.
Right.
2 years.
How many times?
I've been there 3 times in 1 year.
Really?
4 times in 1 year.
So you're a fan then?
Yeah, I love it.
If you read the newspapers, it does make out all the older women who are going out to Gambia are all going out to meet young men.
I'll be honest with you, I have fun. I say, why not? Go there and have fun. I'm a woman, I'll go there and have fun.
Don't you feel a bit morally like?
No, I don't feel morally nothing.
Really?
Morally nothing, no. I feel my no. So I do what I want with my no. Hey, morally what? You've got to kiss many princes before you find the right one, you know. Listen, I've done it many times, honey. Gone and have fun, have a bingy drink, have a little one-night stand, bye later, take your socks and everything and go. Blind.
But could it be more? Could it be more if you asked it?
It could be more if it's the right person.
Oh, really?
Yes.
But you've never met the right person?
No, not yet.
I've got to ask then. She just got married to a Gambian man.
I'm so happy for her. You know why? She has found the right person.
And how long have you been together?
2 years now.
So these are your wedding photos, the two of you looking very loved up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why have you decided to get married?
It was a real traditional wedding. Like all his family and then all his people from work came. We just thought that getting married would secure our relationship.
How old is he?
He's 50 on the 11th of November.
What's his name, sorry?
Abrima.
Abrima.
Yeah.
Okay.
But everybody calls him Ebu.
So when are you going out to Gambia?
When I'll be out there when she be out there.
Okay, so I'll see you when you're out there.
Yes,
Cool.
definitely.
Swimming trunks. It's really weird packing for a hot country when it's winter here.
A few weeks later, I leave the European winter behind and head off to the Gambia. It's less than a 7-hour flight, and it doesn't take long before I get a first look at how things work differently here.
So, there's a nice couple over here. The lady was actually on my flight. And I spotted a few people on the plane, and I thought, oh, single lady. And it's interesting to note that coming out of the airport, every single one of the women who I spotted has been picked up by a young, attractive Gambian man, which is interesting. Nice car. Thanks. I came out here about this time of year, nearly 15 years ago, came out to visit a white female friend who was teaching English, and the two of us had an awful experience as friends. We were constantly treated as if I was a young Gambian and she was my madam. People kept coming up to me and saying, oh, get madam to come to my shop, get madam to come and buy something from my stall, that kind of thing, which was awkward. But then whenever I wasn't with her and there were sort of older white women around, they were incredibly, they were grabby. Like, I got grabbed and pulled onto someone's lap once. She had a hand up my T-shirt. She was all giggling and laughing with her friends. She sort of stopped a bit when she heard my accent, but really, she carried on. I mean, she would have carried on if I didn't stop her. And that was my first experience. That's the first time I realised that this country is a place where the rules are completely different.
Gambia is a former British colony, once at the centre of the slave trade. Now, tourism is the main industry. Before coronavirus, over 100,000 European tourists visited every year. 300 years ago, Brits mostly came here to buy slaves. Now, they come on holiday.
Hey, P.
I catch up with P, who's halfway through her stay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I almost didn't recognise you.
Oh,
See, just come on this.
yes, it's new meal.
New you.
How are you doing?
I'm loving Gambia. So far, so good.
So good.
So, how's it been going? Have you met any nice men?
I met somebody actually, 49 years old, not too young.
Where did you meet him?
I think Bailey's Bar. And we got talking. We met a couple of times. And
Cool.
yeah, he's really nice.
How did you see in the new year? Uh-oh.
He was going to ask me about New Year's Eve. Darling,
Well, you were here for
my
New
New
Year's,
Year's
right?
Eve, honey, was a bang.
Really?
Oh. I
Were you
went out
hanging
him
out
back.
with this guy? What's this guy's name?
His name is Bob the Builder.
Bob the Builder. So Bob took you out New Year's Eve? Yeah?
We had a lovely 2 days.
Yeah?
Yeah. New Year's Eve, New Year's
New
Day.
Year's
was
Eve
beautiful.
became 2 days. Nice.
Yeah. One needed a soak. One needed to sterilize oneself. One needed to soak the wounds.
Goodness gracious. He's not asking
No.
for anything.
I put my foot down for the day one.
What do you say to him?
If you ask me for anything, you won't see me again.
I bet that must be a bigger problem with these younger guys, though.
Very much so. That's with them. The moment they think you've got money, and then they start asking you for things. Oh, I like this, I like that. It puts me off.
I've seen a lot of white women, older white women with young Gambian guys out here.
I know what the Gambian boys are up to. Better way of living. Because all of them are living not so good. In a room, no cupboards, just a bed, nothing. So if they can find a woman that they can, all the woman wants is love and they can give them love, they're going to do it. They're just looking for a way out.
As night falls, I head off to the strip of bars in town to check out the scene for myself. Many of these women are out for a night with their mates, but others seem to be looking for male company.
This wasn't here 15 years ago. There wasn't a big strip with this many places. But I think down at the corner, the place with the veranda, that was basically the only nightclub. This reminds me of like Spain or something. This is like the tourist strip in any country that you go to. It's got that slightly seedy feel, if I'm honest. You can already see lots of young men positioning themselves outside bars. It's almost a bit degrading, like watching all these guys standing outside, literally just standing outside waiting, kind of like hopeful looks on their faces. Women look like they're having fun. They're enjoying a bit of a night out. They don't look like women of the age who are out regularly back at home, so they're having fun. It's nice.
But it's inside the clubs where women and the locals get much more intimate.
When I read the papers back in the UK, I thought there might be an element of exaggeration, but then I get here and it really is the case. Hundreds of older white women with young black men. Hello.
I want to find out more about how these relationships work.
Hiya, Shay.
Hello, nice to meet you.
57-year-old Jackie moved here from the UK 3 years ago and has had several relationships with Gambian men.
Thanks for having me round.
That's all right. Thanks for coming. Thank you.
So on my flight, there was loads and loads of women.
Yeah.
And when I got on the flight, I was like, the ratio of women to men on this flight tells me something.
Well, they're coming here on their little sex holidays, aren't they?
Do you reckon that's what they're all up to?
Yeah.
Yeah?
They leave their husbands in the UK, come here and have fun with a black man,
Yeah.
and then go back to their husband in the UK, yeah.
It looks like a pretty good time. You come out here.
If you just want a good time,
Yeah.
yeah, it's paradise. You could have 2, 3 different men in a day, if that's what you want.
Is it that easy?
It's that easy. You only have to be walking down the road. You can be wearing your scruffy clothes. It doesn't matter. They see the white skin, they want chance.
And then what? Does he ask for money straight off? Like, I'll come back home with you if you give me X?
No, they're not that blatant. But it's not long after you've brought them home that they start saying, oh, well, my mum's a bit sick and she needs to go to the hospital and I haven't quite got the money, and or my children's school fees are due and I ain't quite got the... You know, they'll come up with some excuse. Every time. They class it as a job. They've just got to put up with her for a certain amount of time, let her think they're in love with her. She's going to go back to England, oh, I've found my soulmate, blah, blah, blah. Because they're good at talking.
Yeah.
They're good at talking. It's just the way they are. You ain't never going to change them. It's the mentality that they've got.
Of course, not every Gambian man is looking for a European woman. But when you stop to think about the massive wealth gap between tourists and locals, it's not surprising that many are. So what's really going on? And what do Gambian men have to say about it? I'm on my way to a craft market to meet 32-year-old Alka. Over the last 15 years, he's had a string of relationships with European tourists.
Alka.
Oh, you're all right, brother.
How are you, man?
Respect.
I'm keen to find out how it works from his perspective.
Nice to meet you too,
Yeah,
man.
you too, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
So, do you get a lot of female tourists come down here to meet guys?
yeah, of course. Sometimes they are not good tourists. They are holiday makers.
What do you mean, holiday makers?
Someone who comes to fuck you and leave you, and when he go, he dreamt about you. I met a lot of them. I was here since 2005.
Like a sex tourist?
Thank you.
They just come for the sex?
Thank you.
So how does it feel then when women come, they have sex with you, and then you don't hear from them again?
It really hurts me.
Really?
It really, really hurts me.
Even if they paid you some money?
I don't like it. I am looking for good relationship.
So from the start, you're thinking, I'd like to have a relationship with someone?
Yeah. It's an opportunity.
Are you attracted to them?
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Even when they're like 20, 30 years older than you?
Yeah. The one I have right now,
Yeah.
he's more than, 85 years now.
85 years old?
85 years.
And are you sexually attracted to her?
Yeah, of course, I do everything with her. Nice to
Do
be
you
nice.
enjoy it?
Nice to be nice, man, brother.
Nice to be nice.
Nice to be nice, man.
Yeah, but you
understand me?
There are limits. And
No,
would you...
we have limits, of course. Not every day, not every day.
She's 80,
not-
how old? 80?
85.
85 years old?
85 years old. Yeah.
Wow. Did you ever ask for money?
Never. Don't ask for money.
They just give it to you?
They give it to me. The woman I met now, you know how much she send me? 60,000 euros.
Wow. 60,000 euros?
60,000 euros.
What do you give her?
What I give her?
Yeah.
Happiness.
What about sex?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah?
She's my woman.
If I'm really going to get to grips with how relationships work here, I need to find out more about Alka and his 85-year-old girlfriend. Sex tourism is a controversial subject in the Gambia, and the government has claimed that it doesn't exist.
Hey.
What's up, man?
Shay, good to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
You killer.
Killer Ace is one of the country's most popular rappers, and he's been outspoken on the subject. I want to ask him why he thinks Gambia keeps making tabloid headlines around the world.
So, obviously, one of the things here with the Gambia is there's not much opportunity. There are very few jobs, there's very few industries, and tourism dominates.
Yeah, it is.
How does tourism affect Gambia?
Gambia, as much as we do promote and market the beaches and all that other stuff, it is being marketed as a, place for easy sex. I really think it's poverty. A lot of them, are just doing it in the name of seeking better opportunities, expectations from that of a party, which is really messed up. when you really got to rely on somebody else for survival, no matter who it is.
The main way that we find out about sex tourism in the Gambia is in the newspapers.
Yeah.
When we read stories of older women who had a young boyfriend in Gambia who took all her money and ran off. You can't just laugh at that. This is a woman's this is some woman's savings.
No,
like,
I'm not laughing because I'm trying to be cold, right?
No,
it's
but,
just it's just the fact that she got scammed, my man. She just got scammed, and that's the fact. You feel what I'm saying? That's the fact. She got scammed. I'm not laughing to be rude, but she got scammed.
But you see, the way it comes across in the UK
Like, she got
is
scammed.
that these guys are exploiting older women.
No. Why don't the headlines be that the older woman was exploiting a younger man?
And then she lost.
And she lost. Why? I mean, it's a 50-50 narration here. But advice to all tourists coming into Gambia, like, if you got all that money, like, instead of just trying to be selfish with it, why don't you help the communities? Why don't you try to help the people? Why don't you try to do something else with it?
Who's exploiting who? I mean, if you've got old ladies in the UK losing all their life savings, all their retirement money, you've got young Gambian men desperate for some kind of opportunity running after them, who's exploiting who?
Both. The young Gambian that is following her is probably desperate for an opportunity, and the party on the other side is also desperate for something.
Killer really opened my eyes to what it's like to be a young Gambian man. Gambia is an incredibly poor country. Like, you can see it when you first arrive, but the longer I spend here, the more obvious that becomes. And yeah, people here are going to have to hustle. You know, you're not going to get by just hoping that life provides for you. You're going to have to get out there and take it. And that may be something that I think a lot of European tourists don't quite realise. If you're a 70-year-old woman from the UK and there's plenty of black men around and you've never had any interest from them and you've never shown any interest to them, then why is it suddenly happening here? You've really got to ask yourself that question, and I think many people suspend that reality.
Back on the beach, I meet up again with Alka.
So what's the name of this beach?
That's Poco Loco, you know.
Okay. Are there still guys hustling on this beach?
Of course, of course, of course.
Hey!
We're joined by Karl Marx. He's been working on the beach for the last few years, trying to make a living from tourists.
I'm Alhaji, Alka. How are you?
I'm fine, man.
Fine, Karl Marx.
Respect, man. Can I show you the action here? Just show me. Just watch me.
He's keen to show us how he goes about his business.
Karl Marx.
Karl Marx.
Hello, boss ladies. Hi, how you doing? Well, you know, you are very beautiful. I would love to talk to you, you know. I kind of...
We're in a hurry. We're exercising.
You're exercising. Oh, can I join you, please? You guys are appreciated, man. You're beautiful, man. What's your name? I love us to be more friends, you know. Oh. We were late, you know.
What happened?
You know, we were late, you know.
You were too late?
Yes, they were very busy, you know. They were not, you know, giving me the chance to talk to them.
Definitely me, I don't follow tourists like this.
No.
Because I feel like it's letting myself down, you know what I mean?
Really? Really?
Always come in a good approach,
Yeah?
give you a hand,
Yeah?
and tell you the services that I do.
The
But
guy-
you're more kind of run down the beach
Yeah,
kind of
well,
guy.
I was running because they were going fast.
Yeah.
So just to, you know, catch up with them.
Yeah.
And just to
So I
distract...
could give this guy some tips, man. You need to help this guy out.
Yeah?
I have a white woman.
Yeah? That's nice of you, you know.
Yeah,
I want to be
She
like
supports you.
yeah, she supports me a lot.
Yeah?
A lot, I mean.
A lot, yeah?
Bought a land for me, bought a cars for me.
Yeah.
But I didn't meet it like the way you do.
Yeah?
Just come to him nice, show him smiles. You're all right. Which country are you from? Tell him your name. I am here as a local tour operator. I take tourists for excursions. Excursion in Gambia. Easy does it.
Easy does it. Yeah, it's like that. It's not a force on anybody.
No.
If you're trying to talk to somebody, the person did not want to talk to you.
Yeah.
You have no right to force the guy. Yeah.
Soon you will get what you want
Right.
and you will live here.
Thank you for the good advice,
No
my
worries,
brother.
brother.
Karl tells me more about his ambition to find a long-lasting relationship.
Every day when you come out here,
Yeah.
what is it that you're looking for?
Every day I keep on trying just to make sure that, you know, I have a right guy who is going to be there for me. You understand?
A woman who's going to be there for you.
Who is going to be there for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who is going to take care of me and take care of my family.
Can you not find a woman in Gambia?
There are a lot of Gambian women who love me, but I don't want to marry to a black. I'm a poor guy, you understand? I am a poor guy. I don't want to marry to a poor guy. In the next level, I cannot take care of her.
So the money comes from European
Yeah,
women?
from European women and old ladies. Obviously, they really help black people, you know. It's an appreciation that we appreciate it a lot. A lot, it helps us a lot.
Do you want to marry her?
You know, if I have a wife whom you know that she appreciates me and loves me, I would marry the guy. Obviously, from my heart. I will not even wait till tomorrow. If it is today, we make it tonight. I'm gonna get married.
For Alka and for Karl Marx and I guess for most of the guys out here, this isn't like a short-term thing about sex for money. This is a really long-term goal. They want to get married. They want someone who's going to support them for life. For them, that's a reasonable thing to do and to expect and to go out looking for.
So is marrying a European woman the golden ticket?
I'm on my way to meet Michelle and her new husband. Last time I saw her was in Chingford, and obviously this is my first chance to meet him. I'm told that they've moved into a house together, and while Michelle's been in England, her husband's been doing up the house here. She said she hasn't sent him any money, so I'm keen to see what it looks like. Stop here. This looks very nice. Looks like some sort of Italian villa. Gosh. Hello. Hey. Hi, I'm Shay. Nice to meet you.
Ibu.
Ibu, hi.
Yeah, Ibrahima.
Hey, how are you? Come in.
Hello. So you've arrived?
Yeah, loving it. Loving it. Look at this face.
Yeah.
Very nice. Thank you, man. Thank you. So how's things going?
Yeah, it's great. We've never had an argument. We've been together 2 years and we've never argued, not once. And that's really...
That is unusual.
That is unusual because people argue, but when people say, oh, we don't argue, but we really don't.
It's so sweet.
Yeah, it is sweet.
How old are you now?
Me, 46.
46. Okay. 46?
46.
You tell me how old did you say?
Yeah, no, I said 48.
Oh, okay.
46, yeah.
What is the age gap between you guys then?
About 12, 58, so 10, about 12 years.
12 years. Ibu, how long have you been working on this house?
3 to 4 years.
3 to 4 years? Oh, okay. So this is a long-term project for you?
Long-term project, yeah.
Yeah? How do you afford it? It's so nice. How do you afford it?
You know, I'm an engineer.
Okay.
I work as a plumber at the president's office.
Okay.
For 12 years now.
Right. So can we have a look around?
Yeah, you can have a
around
look
the
around.
house?
But we haven't done everything in it yet. So this is a kitchen, but
kitchen.
it's building it. It's got a big...
I'm coming to
thing
build
on
it.
So you've got this one, it's our room. We've got another balcony there.
Oh, cool.
When you first started planning and designing this place, why did you make it so big?
But I know...
It was only you at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I'm making a house, you have to make it to be comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to make it to be comfortable, very nice. Making a house, because you know in future, maybe family, when they want to come to visit Gambia.
But you didn't
also.
know her when you
Yeah,
started.
I don't know, but you know, I just built it as maybe my family also, when they want to come and visit me, you know, have a place to sleep.
How much do you think you've spent on this house?
Nearly 5 to 6 million.
5 to 6 million. How
It's
does
just
that
Gambian.
translate in Gambia?
About 80,000.
It's amazing. But if I was in England and I met a guy who's a plumber and he said in, 5 years he managed to do all of this, I'd be like, where'd you get the money from? But even more in Gambia, I'm like, how can you afford this?
I have a big contracts, my own.
Right.
A building like this.
Okay. So
Yeah.
outside of the government work, you have your own sidelines.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And I do painting also.
Yeah.
That's what I say is my king, the diamond. You know, they say if you lose a diamond, you pick up a rock. So, you know what I mean? You're not going to do that, are you?
Thank you very much.
Right.
Lovely to meet you, man. Take care of
See you
yourself.
Saturday.
Good to see you again.
I'll see you soon, yeah?
Yeah, all right then.
Yeah, look after yourselves, guys. It was nice to see Michelle again.
She seems relaxed and happy and comfortable, and I can see that their relationship is quite close. They do seem similar personalities. But yeah. He tells me he's 46, but Michelle was adamant before I came out here that he was 50. But when I add all the other inconsistencies, the size and luxuriousness of the house and everything else, the speed with which it was built, and the fact that she says she didn't pay any money towards it, yeah, I don't think I've got the full picture here.
The longer I stay in the Gambia, the more puzzling the issues surrounding sex and relationships become. I'm going back to see Alka, who's recently purchased an acre of land with his 85-year-old girlfriend's money.
Alka.
I want to understand who's getting the most out of this relationship.
Yeah, so this is your place?
Yeah, that's my place, man. That's my land, man.
Ooh. Where's the house gonna go?
The house is going to build here, but
Okay.
this is the security room at this moment.
Okay. And how much was this?
I bought it for 6,000 euros.
So your girlfriend gave you 60,000 euros?
Yeah, 60,000 euros. So I bought this land,
Yeah.
and I built the wall, and this two security room, and my small ghetto. Where we're going to sit and we have our drink.
Okay. And has your girlfriend seen this?
Not seen it yet.
But she knows what you're building?
She knows that his money is coming to Gambia,
Yeah.
but he don't know where the money is going.
Oh.
But he is coming in February, on the 7th February.
Yeah.
When he came, he will know where his money is going.
Does she send you money regularly?
Of course, my food money.
How much?
He send me every month 300 euros.
She's made a big commitment to you.
She gave me big dreams.
Do you have photos? What does she look like?
Yeah, I have photos.
Oh, cool.
85.
She looks good for 85.
But his body don't look like.
But she is 85.
Yeah.
She's going to start to get older. I mean, my grandmother's 87, so, you know, start to get diseases, start to get problems. Are you ready for that?
Of course. I want her to die in my arms. I tell her that I will bury you there.
And she's happy with that? She wants to die here?
Yeah, she wants to die here.
With you?
Yeah, with me.
In the UK, a lot of people would look at your situation and they would say that you are scamming this woman. That when you've got everything that you want, you'll leave her. You'll be married, half of it will belong to you anyway.
Bro, I'm very sure of myself.
Many men have done that, though. Many Gambian men have done that.
Many. Those are the people that spoil the name of Gambia. Me, I will never do that.
Yeah, Alka's adamant. He is honest and his intentions are good. I do believe that he feels it now. He believes it now. But I also know that in a few years' time, when his wife is aging and things start to get difficult, he could change his mind. I hope that he maintains his good intentions and genuinely supports this woman until she dies, as he intends to. But he's an incredibly ambitious young man. I wouldn't be surprised if life takes him in a different direction. Hello, P.
I've come to see P and meet her new boyfriend, Bob. She says she didn't come to the Gambia looking for love, but I'm interested to see if she thinks she's found it.
This is Bob the builder.
Good to meet you, Bob.
Oh, nice to meet you, man.
He's been telling me a lot about you.
Yeah, really, man.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Cool. So you've been taking care of her, showing her around, yeah?
Really, man.
Yeah.
Really, for sure, man.
Hi. Ooh, ready.
Look at you. Bob, you feeling like a lucky guy.
Very lucky, eh? Very lucky so far, eh?
Taxi?
Taxi, no, Bob's driving.
Oh, Bob's driving.
Yeah.
So what was it about P made you think she could be the right person?
It's like a miracle to me. I don't know how to say it, you know. I feel something when I see P. And she feels something too.
Yeah, we both looked at each other.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
As he walked past me.
Same, man.
We looked at each other together, and it was like, whoa.
Click.
Click. You see that? I love her, you know.
Really?
Of course.
It's love at
From the
first
bottom
sight.
of my heart, you know.
Can you handle all of this? Can you fix this? Yes, I can, he says.
You got 2 bodyguards today.
I know, isn't it? I'm glad.
Being out with P tonight, I can see the positive effect her time out here has had on her. She seems totally different to the 60-year-old I first met in England.
Being here, it refreshes you. It makes you feel alive. When you go out and somebody says, yo, you feel good. If you got someone who's beside you, no matter how old you get, you have someone beside you to share that oldness. As long as these old legs can keep going, I'll still be there 80, but still.
Next morning, and my driver, Kunta, has made a surprising discovery about Ebu's house.
This house is for rent.
It's for rent?
It's for rent, yeah.
How do you know that?
I saw the billboard.
Really?
The billboard is outside.
He hasn't mentioned trying to rent the house out.
This house is for rent.
Can we drive past it? I want to see it. I want to have a look.
No problem, I'll show it to you.
Okay. Even before I asked you, things didn't check out. Like, he owns this big house, but, you know, there's no clothes, there's no belongings, there's nothing inside it. It looks like somebody just moved in yesterday. Like, maybe they rented it.
You know, the signboard is there.
That's the... Oh,
Where is the signboard?
if he built this house, he's renting it out, and he has not mentioned renting out a house. So, he's either renting out the house that he's built, which he hasn't mentioned, or looking to rent it out, or he has rented this house from whoever's phone number this is and told Michelle that he built it. One way or the other, this just doesn't add up.
I pay a visit to Ebu's family home, where he's invited me to meet his relations. I hope that while I'm here, I can find a moment to talk to Michelle by herself about my concerns.
See you, man. So who lives in this house?
My mom, my gran, and my sisters, 4 of them.
And 4 sisters?
Yes, 4 sisters.
Okay. And the other house?
And the other house is only me.
Only you?
And my wife.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Hi.
How's it going?
Welcome.
It's fine.
Yeah?
How are
You good, man?
Yeah.
Cool.
What's up? You good?
Thank you. Hiya. Hiya, baby. So, Michelle, what did you think the first time you came here?
I liked it. I was happy. Like, they're all my family now as well.
Yeah.
We all love her because she's a nice woman.
Is it a bit of an adjustment for you guys, though, to have a new person come into the family?
Yeah, everything was new because, you know, like a lot of joy and happiness was brought to the family.
Yeah.
Welcome. This is my family. Welcome.
Thank you, man.
If you want to know about me, my family,
Yeah.
you are welcome.
It's all good. It's nice to meet everybody.
Eventually, I managed to get some time with Michelle on her own.
So how are you feeling about it all then?
I feel great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Has this trip changed anything for you?
No, it's made me more closer.
Yeah.
Well, every time I come, I get closer.
I saw that outside your house.
Yeah, that was before. Yeah, that was before when that was up there from long time ago when it was going to be rented out.
Right.
That's what it was meant to be, rented out. That house in the beginning.
But the
was meant
billboard's
to be,
just still there.
Yeah, the billboard's
2 years
just
later.
been there. No, that billboard's been there it has been there for a little while now because it's been there ever since I've been coming to Gambia.
Yeah.
Yeah, ever
For
since
2
I
years.
came to Gambia, it's been there.
Do you remember when we first met in your front room and I
Yeah.
said, how old is he?
Yeah.
And you told me he was 50.
Yeah, because I said that he was 50 on his birthday. He said before that he's going to be 50 on his birthday, but obviously that's because I kept saying about the age gap, innit?
Really? So what, he kind of blurred the age a bit
Yeah, he
for
just
you?
said to me because of the age gap. He goes, because you're the one who's always saying about the age gap.
When did you find out he wasn't 50?
I found that he weren't 50 when we got married.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you told me he was 50
Yeah, I
like
know,
just a
but
few
it's
weeks ago.
because he put 50, he said he was 50, he said he was going to be 50, but I knew he weren't 50 because I even said to him before, but I wasn't too sure. But when we got married and I was looking at the paperwork, it tells you the age, innit, on the thing.
Yeah.
So it told me that it was 48. But as I turned around and said to him, that's like 12 years, well, 10 years age gap, really.
Are you sure he said 46?
I thought he said 48, because in his papers...
Yeah, I mean, we're still like...
Yeah. Well, even if he's 46, we're still... Oh, no, yeah, he did, because I said we're 12 years age gap.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Everyone's going to tell
I'm not
you all
stupid.
kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
I know you're not.
Yeah.
But this
And
is
if I got
none
red
of
flags,
none of the women that got scammed out
Yeah.
here were stupid. Some of them were very experienced in Africa
Yeah.
as well. Really knew what they were doing. I
Yeah.
just wanted to know that you've got everything straight. I worry about you.
You can keep a check on me.
I will do. I will
Yeah.
do.
we're so happy to see you guys.
Nice one.
You did a lot. We can't pay you guys, you know.
No, it's all
Well,
good.
we
It's all good.
appreciate
Really,
it.
the pleasure is all mine.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Oh, my head's completely blown. I don't know what's going on, but Michelle insists she's in control, and I hope that she is. And if she's not, I hope that I've sown enough seeds for her to go out and regain control if she's not. And that's, I guess, all I can hope for.
I'm nearing the end of my stay in the Gambia. I've been trying to find out how relationships between European women and young local men actually work. I've come to Alka's family home to meet the people who depend on him for financial support.
Hey, my brother, you're welcome to my home.
Thanks, man.
Here is the place where I'm born and brought up.
Yeah, this is your
my family compound, you know what I mean?
Good, it's an honor to be here.
Yeah, man, yeah, man. Come and see how the local people live,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? That's the wall that I built.
You built the whole wall around this compound?
The whole wall, yeah. And these two toilets before I leave.
Really?
Yeah.
So the money that you get from your fiancée,
yeah,
do you spend it here as well?
Of course, everybody is proud of me.
Sure. How many people in total are you supporting in this family?
Right now I have 5 of them whom I am definitely related. The same mother and father.
Right.
The other one, the same father but different mother.
And how many of those?
2.
So there's 7 people here relying on you?
Yeah.
Alka phones his fiancée, Francoise, in Belgium.
Hello? Darling, you all right? Huh?
I was looking in the sky, I saw a star and it was a bright star. I said, wow.
Hi. Hello.
You're kidnapping my boy, huh?
No, we're he's in his house. Don't worry. He's in his house. He's safe. He talks a lot about you.
What does he say about me? Tell me.
He says he loves you very much. He says he loves you, that you've helped him a lot. You've changed his life.
And that's all.
Wow.
That's all. He has to write the whole book, huh?
What do you like the most about him, about Alhaji?
He's a human being, huh? He's a very nice human being, huh?
How does he make you feel?
A second life.
Really?
A newborn baby. I just lost my best friend. She died from cancer, and you know, I just feel I have the same relationship with him as I had with my friend.
He tells me he wants to care for you.
He has to, or I don't marry him. He has to.
Alka takes me to meet his mother, who he says is the same age as his future wife.
Ça va?
Ça va.
Ça va bien?
Ça va bien.
Oui. Ah,
Ça va
bon.
bien.
C'est bon. Your son's been taking care of us, showing us around. Let me come and sit down here next to you. Alka tells me he's going to be getting married. What was that?
Okay. Alka didn't inform her yet that she was gonna get married. Alka wanted her to he wanted that to be surprised.
I'm sorry.
And she surprised that.
What is that?
Oh, I thought she met.
Yeah, she met her.
Oh, okay.
But we never spoke about it.
Alka.
Yeah.
I thought you told your mum about your wife.
Yeah, I told her that I met someone because she's seen a lot.
Oh, okay.
Mom sings a lot.
Yeah.
Holiday makers.
They're always coming.
So this is why it's complicated to her.
I'm sorry, man. I didn't realize. How do you think she's going to react when she realizes that the woman you want to marry is the older woman, the 85-year-old, same age as her?
Yeah.
How do you think she'll feel?
Maybe he's going to feel upset.
Yeah. Alka's poor mother doesn't have a clue that he's planning to get married, and I've just gone and dropped a bomb on her. I mean, didn't dare mention the actual age, that this woman's actually only 2 years younger than you, madam, because I feel like, you know, I'm just stepping into a whole minefield there. The poor woman. But at the same time, the poor woman is being supported by the other poor woman. Oh, God, my head's exploding.
I don't know who I feel sorry for anymore. I just hope Alka's going to manage this and keep everybody happy. It is possible for everyone to be happy in this situation, but it's a really delicate balance to get. I hope he's prepared to walk that line for a number of years.
It's P's last night in the Gambia.
Enter, if you're good looking. Hi, darling.
How are you?
I'm fine, you know.
Love
And you?
the dress.
Thank you. That's not what I'm wearing.
No?
Nah, just to stay cool in here.
So is this the last of the packing?
Yeah, everything's done.
Yeah.
I've just got to put my clothes on.
Yeah, suitcase there.
Yeah, just put my clothes on, put this in my hand luggage,
Mm-hmm.
put my trackie on and my boots. I'm good to go.
When do you think you'll come back?
Probably now that I've met him. Next couple of months.
Really?
I've got something to sort. Yeah, I've got some things to do. Yeah, I really do care for this young man. Yeah.
I can't wait to see that.
He's a nice guy. He likes all the bits. That's good. You know when you get someone who likes the bits. Now I used to feel what do they call it? Confident.
Self-conscious.
Yeah, self-conscious, not confident. I mean, you can come to Gambia and realistically find love, but on the right basics.
What do you like most about the Gambia?
First of all, the weather. Second of all, how people are so friendly and nice and warmth here.
And how does it make you feel?
Young.
Really?
Youthful.
That's interesting.
Very youthful.
Because every time I've seen you out here, you look young.
Yeah, I do. I feel youthful. I don't feel... I'm a person who suffered with knee pain and back pain, and when I'm here, I don't get that anymore. But I know as soon as I land in the UK, I'm back in pain.
Oh, babe.
Thank you. Thank you for making me have a lovely time.
You could have a lovely time anywhere. Thank you. Thanks for sharing it with us.
Thanks.
Finding out about relationships between tourists and locals in the Gambia has been an eye-opening and sometimes confusing experience.
I started off thinking that it could be harmless fun, but as I've met more Gambians and started to understand how tourism is affecting their culture and changing people's expectations of life and changing their moral kind of boundaries, I'm not sure that there is such a thing as harmless fun when it comes to sex and relationships in this country. What I find troubling when I see a lot of these unequal relationships on the beach is that kind of racial imbalance and the history of this country, the kind of centre of slavery. You can't ignore that because when you speak to people here in Gambia, they say over and over again, it's only because we're poor. This is only happening because we're poor. In the last couple of months since I left Gambia, coronavirus has hit, which means the UK is now in lockdown, and since I left, Alka has got married. I've missed the wedding. He sent me the wedding video, but unfortunately I wasn't able to be there. So I'm just gonna have to watch that to try and get a sense of what happened and what his partner, Francois, is like. This looks like Alka and Francois about to say their vows.
I call upon these persons here present to witness.
Francois does not look 85. There are no members of her family there. They do look happy.
Yay!
She looks really happy. This is one of the things people told me to look out for. You know, a wedding where it's just you and your boys and the partner that you're marrying is not a real wedding. That's what I've been told. Alka's he's got a wedge of cash out and he's just chucking it around. For Alka, this is proof that he's made it. This is it. He's got the money, he's got the fancy clothes, he's got his European wife. From what I know of Alka and his friends, this is a culmination of years of work. This is proof that he is everything he set out to become.
It's good to see your face, man.
Thank you.
It's the face of married Alka. In the wedding video, you looked really happy. Yeah? How old is Francois? When I saw the video, I saw your wedding video. She's 68.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you told me she was 85, man.
Maybe I forgot what I told you, because I cannot capture in Gambia, I don't capture ages,
Really?
Just a number, They just a number.
Would you say she's changed your life?
Yeah, she changed my life too, This is why I say as a woman like this, I have to hold her tight, Because there are many people looking for this opportunity,
Listen, man, you guys take care. And maybe next time, if I ever come back to Gambia, I'll get to meet you and get to meet your wife.
Of course.
Okay, bye.